What's up, YouTube? It's been a long time. Um, so I haven't picked up the camera in about 2 months. The sad part is, for the last 2 months, I've been traveling around the world, and I saw a lot of my friends and family that I haven't seen in a long time, and I've just been lazy. I got this camera after my trip to Australia last year, and I was like, I want to get back to YouTube. I want to get a nice camera, and I made this whole new channel, this whole new persona in my head, Allie Wanders, because that's what I wanted to do, like travel videos, exploring, and things like that. But during this trip, I realized that traveling and making videos is kind of hard, especially, I don't know, it was much easier in my 20s when, I don't know, I was more excited to see all the new places and had much more energy. There's something about maybe turning 30, but also I realized this camera that I'm using, I love it, and it's really good for like getting nice shots when you're traveling. But I think the whole process of taking it out, and it's kind of fragile, so I don't know. And this case is pretty bulky. And when you want to travel like a cute little girly with a nice little bag, you don't want to carry it around all the time. And that's why I didn't record anything. Um, Except for a couple shots in Kazakhstan with my brothers, my brother and my cousins. So I'm back home. Since being back home, I've had 3 markets or pop-ups, and they were so far the most successful ones that I've had, because before my trip I had a few, and I barely made any money. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just the beginning of it all. I don't know, I didn't really have many additions to these last 3 markets that like made it more successful. I think it was just the type of markets I was doing. So this past Tuesday, today is Friday, I went, I had a shop or a pop-up booth at the Monterey Farmers Market. It happens every Tuesday in downtown Monterey, and I've been there a bunch of times, and it's like a night market, so it starts at 4, ends at 8, and it was really successful. So I signed up for next week and for next week, and the manager pretty much said that until I tell him otherwise, he just assumes I'll be there. So that's pretty exciting. And yeah, should I mention how much money I was making? I can put up like how much money I made in the first few markets, which honestly wasn't a lot. Some of them I barely covered the booth fee. One of them I didn't cover that. It was like $150, and I didn't even make that. And that was like really embarrassing. And it was so far away. I had to drive like an hour and a half to get there. So the last 3 markets were awesome. The first one after my trip was just like 3 days after. So I had to make a lot of stuff right before the market, and I only had like 3 or 4 days to prepare for it after the trip. And the market was, we have a cute coffee shop in Monterey. It's called Captain Stoker, and every year they have like a birthday celebration market party, and there's like singers on stage, bands and things like that, and a bunch of vendors, food, crafts, pretty much anything you can think of. And so I was at that one. um it was about 120, it was $120 to get in, and I made about $600. So for me, that was my first somewhat successful market. And I think if I count all of them, all the pop-ups and market, this is probably my 6th or 5th market. That was, I think, successful is also because I live in Monterey and I've been here for almost 3 years. I have a lot of friends, I know people, and there's just like so many people that came to see me, or I saw them, I screamed at them, they came to see my booth and everything. So I think that was really helpful to have a community that knows you, knows your face. And so a lot of my friends supported me, which I'm really grateful for. And yeah, I love the community here. So the next pop-up was when I was still traveling. I was somewhere in Europe. My friend, she started doing burlesque, and she told me that they have a Barbie themed burlesque, and maybe I could have like a pop-up shop there because they had other vendors. They only had like 2 other people there. Um, And so she talked to her producer. Her producer reached out to me, and yeah, so I had a pop up, and it was free. It was at a cute old movie theater in Pacific Grove. And there, I was only there for like 3 hours. The setup was super easy. It was indoors. I had just my table and my rack with totes, and I made a new little sign that says handmade in Monterey. I did that because I realized that people come to my booth, and when I tell them after they browse a little bit that everything is handmade by me, they get really surprised. So I thought I need like a big sign that says handmade in Monterey, which I did have something that says handmade on my banner, but it's smaller, you know, maybe it's not like red in your eyes, so I needed something that pops. And I think that helped a lot. And so at that market, or pop-up burlesque, I was only there for 3 hours and I made $300, which is half of what I made at the full day market, which also had a fee of 120 bucks. So that was what, 480? If you got, I guess if you take that out, 480 versus 300, much easier setup. And also it was a burlesque performance at a movie theater. It was only like a half or a third full of like a little movie auditorium or whatever you call it. And I think maybe like half of those people bought something from me. So that was really cute because they're all like walking by and they see all the three booths and, you know, they saw me. So that was fun. And the last one, the farmers market, I was there from 4 to 8. The setup was pretty easy because you could park right there, get your stuff unloaded, and then leave, you know, go park the car. I did have a pop-up tent and all my stuff. From 4 to 8, I made 500 bucks, about $500. And that market costs $60. But also after the first 3 markets, you have to pay $50 a year for a processing fee or something. So 60, like $75, and I made 500. Really worth it. So I was like, sign me up for the next one. And the one after the next one is going to happen during Monterey Car Week, which is when we have a bunch of tourists come. There's like auctions and a bunch of like car events, a lot of like vintage, old, super expensive cars, honestly. Um, every time I watch, because you can like stand by the hotel where they have that the auction, and you can like see on the screen what's happening. They like pull out the car, and you know, I like to try to guess with my friends like how much that car is going to be sold for, and it's disgusting to be honest, especially how like old and little those cars are and you can't really drive them. But there's a lot of tourists in town, so yesterday I pulled the trigger and I spent quite a lot of money on like 14 hoodies, and I made a little design that says Monterey, California with a little otter and a seagull, and ordered it on Printful, and it should come here right before that market. I really wanted to order maybe one from that website, one from some other ones, and you know, just test it out and see how I like the quality. But there's not enough time before car week, and I just got the idea like 2 days ago to order those hoodies. So now I won't be able to say everything is 100% handmade by me, but you know, I'll just say everything but the hoodies. So yeah, I hope they sell, because that would be, I don't want to say easy money, because it's like still you have to do some work for it, obviously. And I don't know how much to sell them for. I'm still thinking, because it was pretty expensive. I don't want them to be like $90, but like, how do I make money? So I think they're gonna be maybe 70, 75, 65. I'm not sure. I'll have to do more maths. But yeah, hopefully there are a lot of tourists and they all want to shop at the end of the day during car week. What else is happening? Actually, I did want to make this video about cleaning my room, and now I've been talking for 11, almost 12 minutes. But there's so many things I have to tell all 15 of you. I might change my channel name because I don't know. I'm not gonna be, you know, the wanderer, the travel blogger. When I travel, I like to just hang out, you know, relax. Maybe if I get a different camera, like the one you just pull out, film, instead of carry this around, you know, turn it on. I'm saying it like it's so difficult, but I mean, there's a reason why I didn't use it. And this time I don't regret it as much, because I did regret not bringing any camera to Australia because I wanted to look back. But also I think when you travel alone, it's a little bit easier because you want to talk to someone to share your experiences. And I think when you travel alone, it's easy, not even easy, like I would want to. Like I was making so many Instagram stories when I was in Australia by myself. And that was really fun. So I think the camera, like bringing it on a solo trip, probably makes sense. But if you're traveling with someone, seeing a bunch of friends and family, not for me. Anyway, what else I wanted to say? Yesterday, I made these cute little sunglasses cases. They're so cute. There's one I have that's open. It has my sunnies in it. At first I made one, and it's this one. It's just the only problem when it's closed, it's a little bit like loose. So I'm still gonna keep it for myself. I mean, that's what I was making it for. For my bigger sunglasses, that would be good. But then I made 5 more with different fabrics. I also got these 2 fabrics, and I'm gonna sell them at the next market. The only thing is, I realized after I made them, I was so excited to make something new. After I made them, I realized I forgot to put the labels in, so they're not branded, but it's okay. It was pretty easy to make, so I think I'm gonna sell them for like maybe 25 bucks. Much easier than like my pouches and things like that. I don't even know like when was the last time I was recording, like where it stopped. But long story short, or short story long, is I was recording like during those, before my trip, when I had those markets that weren't very successful. But when I came back, I had that one successful market. Now I'm looking back at it and it's like, it's pretty successful, $600 for a whole day. But I've been working on this for so long, like it could have been more. So I just need to improve, add more things like these, and make more stuff that sells the best, which is kids' totes. I'm so tired of making them. But it's an easy thing I have that I can make pretty quickly, and I sell them for $15, so they're pretty cheap and they like attract a lot of people. So I'll have to make more of that like in the next couple days because I have the market in like 4 or 5 days. Yeah, 4 days. So what else? What else is happening? So this is what I need to do today. Clean and organize. And then I need to make makeup bags, kids' totes, wristlets, and edit this video. I mean, the last few things are probably not just for today, but today I have to clean and organize because my room, my guest slash craft room, is a disaster. Like, I don't even know. It's pretty bad. So I think I'm gonna do like a time lapse. Time lapse. What I was thinking about doing is I was thinking about kind of cleaning and talking, but I don't know if I can focus on that right now. And also, I just told you everything. So maybe now I can just hit record on time lapse and not talk. Because I think that would be fun for everyone. But maybe I should show you. Should I show you? No. Should I embarrass myself like that? Show you the state of my room? I mean, you already seen that. Those are clean sheets, by the way, and there's like batting on top. There's like so much going on. I mean, this is not bad. Anyway, okay, that's better. So I'm gonna keep drinking my coffee, cleaning. I'm like not excited. I think that's what I'm doing right now. I'm procrastinating. That's what I was doing with these yesterday. I was like, I want to make something new, even though I knew what I had to make. Let's do that time lapse. Okay, we finished cleaning. I vacuumed and then I put all the bins back here in the rack because there's nowhere else I can put them in the house. So now it's time to finish some unfinished projects. And I couldn't finish a bunch of makeup bags because I didn't have the zippers and they were sold out on the Hobby Lobby website. But I found an online shop called Zipper Stop where I was able to buy the same zippers, which I was hoping they were the same because the ones I have, like, they don't have much of the description on the package. And I just kind of, okay, it looks like it. So I bought it. I bought 100 of them. So they're about the same price as Hobby Lobby. Did I say Home Depot earlier? I'm not sure. And now I have 100 zippers, so I can make 100 makeup bags. Let's see. This is just one of the like 4 or 5 bunches. That's a lot of zippers. These are the ones I like to use. They're like good little. Also, don't mind my nails. They're messed up after wearing fake nails a bunch when I was traveling. Pretty good zippers, good quality. It's the YKK ones. So I'm gonna finish the makeup bags I started like a week ago, and then I'm gonna get to kind of sewing more stuff on my list. Okay, so let's see how many makeup bags I can still make. As much as I like sewing in like a batch because it's so much more productive, I honestly kind of hate doing that sometimes, because there's been times when I was sewing like 7 tote bags and it took me like 2 days, and it was just so, it was getting a little bit boring. So usually when I sew, I make like a few makeup bags of different sizes, some wallets, some, like a lot of little things, so I don't have to do the same step of the process for like an hour or two, like just doing the same step. So let's see what I have. 4 makeup bags. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Whew, let's get started on this. Once I'm done talking to you, I'm gonna find some podcast or a Netflix show or something that I can listen to while I'm working. This is like my favorite thing about, this whole crafting thing, because I can just craft and listen to some of my favorite things. Hello, hello. It's been a few hours since I talked to you, but I did finish the bags. I only have 4 to finish. And then I cut a bunch of fabric for, various things. And I'm going to iron it all now. For some reason, this is one of my favorite parts, ironing. I don't know why. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff like this for like little straps and other things, the small things. And then I have, a lot of stuff. I have fabric cut for kids' tote bags, makeup bags, little ones, big ones, wallets, one sunglasses case to see how the sizing is, and what else? What am I thinking? Oh, wristlets. So I have a lot of stuff to iron, which is what I'm gonna do now. I think I'm gonna work for maybe an hour longer, just iron all of this, and maybe put aside the stuff I want to make tomorrow, and go to bed. Okay, I was going to be done after ironing a bunch of stuff, but I decided to make this little pouch because it's the size I haven't made before. So it's cute and it's perfect for my sunglasses. Okay, that's pretty fun. I like having like different sizes of pouches and things that I can offer. It also fits like pens and pencils and stuff. So it's a cute little pencil case. It's kind of on the mini side, I would say, because this pen, but it's pretty long. I guess it doesn't really fit. So, well, I could squeeze it in, but yeah, we don't want to do that. I might make one a little bit longer. Also, I'm thinking I might just make a bunch of different like sizes and prints. So like this one, a little longer, a little thicker. I already have some flat pouches that are bigger, but I think it would be nice to have just like different sizes. So, there's a variety of things. Also, I'm worried I'm gonna spend more money for the market that's coming up in a week and a half. I'm trying to hold it together and not buy anything, but I have a feeling because I think I want another table because I only have a 1 6-foot table, and I think I could use another 4-foot table, and that will have to come with a tablecloth. So I might get it, I might not. We'll see how much different stuff I make, because I would like to make more beaded jewelry, because last market I did just played it with my wristlets and stuff. But the market before, I had enough to have it like on a separate little like pegboard. But now I don't. So I think, oh, maybe that's what I should do now. Oh my gosh. I just got this idea and I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna make more jellyfish earrings. Let me show you actually. Where are they? Oh, I have a lot of these little like jellyfish earrings. They're so cute. I don't know if it focuses. Okay. I have some bracelets, but not like a lot. I also have a lot of like sunglasses straps. I love like wearing those and I love making those. So I'm gonna make more of those too. But I think I have a lot of them and I haven't sold any. I sold a couple earrings, but and a lot of little bracelets because they're cheap. And I think I had like a couple families with a bunch of kids come and buy a bunch of them. So okay, I think I'm gonna chill by the TV, make some jewelry, and yeah, now I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, hello. It's the next day. It's a little bit later in the day. What is it? 1:45. But I was at a barbecue thingy and now I left early so I can, get to work. So what did I do yesterday? I ironed a bunch of stuff that is ready to be sewn together, and then the only thing that I have left to iron is a bunch of straps for the kids' tote bags. I think I showed you the little case I made yesterday. Yeah, I did. What else? Ooh, the other thing I did yesterday. Let me show you. I made 2 sunglasses straps. I made this one. It's so cute. Ooh, 1 second. It's got little hearts here at the top, and it's like all white and pink. And the other one I made, I actually decided to wear it, and I'm gonna keep it. It's so freaking cute. It's got like little stars. Oh, shells. I love this one so much. It's funny because I made one just like this for myself before my long trip. And one of my first stops in Kazakhstan, my best friend from Russia came that I haven't seen in 8 years. And she was like, oh my God, that's so cute. Da, da, da. Where'd you get it? And I just gave it to her. And so for the whole trip, I thought I was going to have like this cute little shop, in Europe at the beach. And I didn't have it because I gave it away. But yeah, I made this one again yesterday for sale, I thought. And then when it was time to go today, I'm like, I'm gonna keep it because I really like the colors and the stars and everything. What else is happening? Oh, but after I gave that one to my friend, at some point, my boyfriend got me these new sunglasses, and my old strap that I had didn't fit them because it was like for thicker frame sunglasses. And I found a little shop, like a craft shop in Italy, in Florence, I think. And I was surprised, but they did have these little like bands or whatever for the straps. So, and I had a little kit I packed with myself with like beads and string and stuff like that. So I was able to make another one for myself. Except like the rubber bands that they had for sunglasses, they only had like pink and blue, and they're like different colors. So it looked a little bit like worse, but it served its purpose on the trip, and it still looked cute and cuter than just having sunglasses or the strap that I had that's a little bit more like sporty from REI. Okay, I think I'm just gonna keep ironing, and then I don't know, I'm just gonna sew all day. Yay! I'm done ironing, so I need to sew all these little straps and wristlets and all that. And then I'm gonna pick, I don't know, all the things I need for this next market. And I'm gonna focus on sewing them. Okay, see ya! This is one of my favorite stages, when it's all trimmed, quilted and trimmed. So cute. Now, time to put zippers on. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so much work. Okay, I think, I don't remember when I started this vlog, but this is maybe day 4 or 5 of sewing, and I want to show you everything that I made. Okay, I'm like covered in thread, but I made about 15 wristlets, and then I made 4, oh, just 4 little makeup bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 large makeup bags, 4 of these like little sunnies cases or whatever, pencil cases, 5 of these sunnies cases. I might make more tomorrow because the market that I'm going to, I have to be there at 3 p.m. So I might make more of these tomorrow because they're so cute. 2 of these like little flap pouches, 6 wallets in these like fun snail prints, and that's it. This doesn't seem like much, but it did take me a while. Oh, forgot. I made 7, or no, not 7, 8 kids tote bags. This is the best seller, and honestly I'm getting kind of tired of making them, but every time I have them at the markets I sell most of them. I only have 2 left, or 3. Last time I made 7 and I sold 6 in just a 3-hour long market, so I made 8 this time. And in the prints that people like, I have this special one for the kids, and then I have a couple of fab pieces of fabric that I got like when I first started experimenting with sewing, and they've just been laying around, so I thought this would be perfect for kids. They're just a bit too bright for me. Yeah, more of this, more of this, and this one. Last time someone did show me one of my wristlets and they're like, oh, I wish you had a kid's bag in this fabric, and I said, okay, I'll make one next week, and they made it. This one, cute, and this. I think that's it. I feel like I'm missing something because this doesn't seem like a lot, but I have been working for a few hours every day and doing this. So I'm excited for tomorrow's market because I got a new rack, probably to put on the table or on the ground. I'm not sure yet, but I want to put like all these little flat pouches on there and see how it does. It's really cute. But yeah, I'm gonna try to actually vlog tomorrow at the market during setup and everything. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if I like that type of, video making, because that just setting up and, getting ready for the market takes so much effort. And I feel like if I have to worry about a camera during that process, it might be too annoying. But we'll see. I'll figure something out. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at the market. Okay, y'all, I realized I failed you guys because I already set up, and it's been about 10 minutes since the market started, and I realized that I didn't take my camera out. That was the plan, but I think once I got here, I only had an hour to set up because they open the street at 3 and the market starts at 4. And during that hour, you know, during that 1 hour, it gets pretty crazy. As soon as I got out of the car, I kind of forgot about everything and didn't record. So I'm gonna try record a little bit now, or maybe when it gets busy. But I have a feeling that when it gets busy, it's gonna be busy and I forget about everything again. The weather is perfect. It was much windier and kind of colder last week, so it's pretty fun. I'm excited to be here. Last week, this market was a great success. Great success. So hopefully this week is the same or even better. So tired. I just finished setting up and then I'm just eating my snacks. Here's a little bit of a close-up. My tote bags. It was 4 something p.m. It's been 2.5 hours. And I'll be honest, it's been much slower than last week. Let's see how much money I made. Can you hear the popcorn behind me? Okay, I've made $145. And last week I made 500 total. So I have an hour and a half left. We'll see how this one goes. But honestly... окей, пока. Ты вернешься? Да, мам, сиди дома. Что ты... Все, пока. Давай. Ага, спасибо. So anyway, yeah, my mom just left. She wanted to like change and come back, and I told her to just stay home. It's fine. Like, it's not busy. I don't really need help, and she's just cold and miserable. So yeah, so I didn't make that much money, but I covered the booth fee, and it's just a little bit less people today. But it means I have to work a little bit less this week for the next market, and the next market should be pretty good. And then after the next market, I have another big market coming up in Santa Cruz downtown. So that's about it. It's pretty boring out here. I mean, I haven't had a sale in like, I feel like almost an hour. It's been a while. So I'm gonna stand up, move around and stuff, maybe touch things so it looks busy. Yeah, okay. See ya. Hi. Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Good. I will do this one.
Yeah, good to see you. It's my second time here.
Second time?
Oh, did you want to get that
I'll
one?
do this one.
Okay. And did you want a battery?
No.
You guys, I just got a tip. That was really cute. Her sale was $13 and she gave me a 20 and didn't want change. That was really sweet. Yeah. I just had a couple of little sales, made another $40. So, yeah. That's fun. Yeah. Did you want to do that little one?
Yes, please. My name's also Allie.
Oh, nice.
I was like, we have to go.
Yeah. Is it with one L too?
Too.
Oh.
But
But
with the
mine is
Y.
short for a Russian name, so it's like
Oh,
different.
okay.
That's why it's
Yeah.
one.
Mine's short, but for an American name. So.
Allison or something?
Yeah. How do you
I
know?
could be Alyssa. I don't know. Al. I don't know. Okay, so after tax it's $33.87. And did you say you want a bag or? I have a little bag.
That'd be awesome. Love that.
And did you want your receipt?
No, I'm alright.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's one of my favorites. It's so cute. I love
Very
it.
excited.
Thank you. Yay, I just had another little sale. $33 for a little baggie. It is one of my favorites. Oh, and I need to remove it from Etsy because it's one of the first gingham color block bags that I made. It's pink on one side and yellow on another side, and I loved it. It was cute, and I'm glad someone bought it because I feel like a lot of the things that are like my favorites are not people's favorites. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I hope you can hear me. I don't know why this remote thingy and the mic is not always working, but I was just going to record a video and say how slow it is and that I'm going to put you away, but I had a little sale as soon as I was going to do that. So in total, I made nine, I I wish. I made $293, which is not bad. Last week I made 500, as I said, but it was much busier. And today was pretty slow, but I made good money. In the morning, I said to myself, I will be happy if I make 200 bucks. So I made 293. And next week is a big tourist week in Monterey. It's car week. And I ordered hoodies, and I'm gonna see how that goes, and hopefully I'll make some more money. Anyway, okay. See you later. This might be the end of the vlog, actually. And I'm gonna start a new one. So, see ya. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.